Ever since the Trench era debuted, the fan base has been theorizing about which songs and albums take place within the narrative and which ones don't. We know that Tyler and Josh have recently been saying they've had bullet points planned out for 10 years now, so that includes everything from Vessel to Clancy. But what about self-titled? What about the album produced without Josh in the picture? And how much of their debut album could be considered lore, and how do we know? I want to go over one song in particular to show you how it could be considered part of the storyline and how it fits within the overall narrative that Clancy is outlining. And who knows, this song could contain the key to Clancy's true identity. The song in question is, of course, Trapdoor. Now, just a quick disclaimer, I am in no way saying that Tyler originally wrote this song with the Clancy storyline in mind. What I am saying is Tyler is recalling the themes and story beats of Trapdoor to reinforce the current story that they're telling. Now, it's important to know that 21 Pilots plays select songs during their live events to reinforce the narrative that they're telling. Now, during the Evening with 21 Pilots shows, the band has been playing some crazy throwbacks, songs that were written before Josh was even part of the band. One of these is, of course, Trapdoor, and apparently it's the first time they've played it live in many, many years. I personally think this goes to show the significance of the message found within this song. It's almost like Tyler is trying to get our attention by recirculating the song after all these years. Now, ever since Trench, people have been debating the identity of Clancy, and the I Am Clancy video that was released earlier this year certainly added a ton of fuel to the fire. It seems like Tyler is outright claiming he's been playing Clancy this entire time, but I think this song proves otherwise. Let's take a closer look at some of the lyrics. He wakes up early today, throws on a mask that will alter his face. Nobody knows his real name, but now he just uses one he saw on a grave. Now, call me crazy, I am a 21 Pilots theorist after all, but the fact that Tyler and Josh played this song in 2024 means something. These lyrics definitely add credibility to the idea that Tyler and Clancy are two separate people. Let's take a look at the early Clancy letters that debuted in 2018. Clancy realized that Dema was not his home, he escaped, and then soon after, he saw the events of the jumpsuit music video from a nearby cave. Afterwards, he was recaptured by Keon's, not Nico, who is Tyler's bishop. Additionally, some fans pointed out that the Trench era author of the Clancy letters and the Psy era author of the Clancy letters spell certain words differently, and the handwriting looks different for certain letters and words as well. It's almost like the person writing the Clancy letters during the Psy era is trying his best to duplicate and copy the writing style of the original author. But his genuine small differences in spelling and writing still fall through the cracks. These small details give the sense that the man we follow in the music videos is not the same man we followed during the original Clancy letters. And this brings me to my main point. I believe that Clancy, the original one, really did die. When the bishops released Scaled and Icy and by extension proclaimed that Clancy was dead, well, propaganda doesn't have to be false to be propaganda. I genuinely believe that they unalived Clancy for getting his message of escape and inspiration out to the other citizens and to us as well. He gained notoriety, which completely goes against what the bishops are trying to achieve in Dema. They strip you of individuality, and people knew who he was within Dema. The citizens talked about him. The bishops saw this, so they martyred him. They thought that snuffing out his life would snuff out any hope the citizens had of escape. And the entirety of the feature performance event doubled down on this notion.
You must be just like us. You know you can't escape, Sally.
Yes, I know.
We've come for you.
We got people on the way. No chances.
Not at all.
And then Tyler comes along, he gets out, gets recaptured within the Bandito camp, and is forced to write Scaled and Icy. And then he performs the feature performance event. He then escapes on the submarine, reaches Voldsoy, and realizes, hey, we can actually have a fighting chance at ending this. We need all the help we can get. Let me pick up Clancy's name to bring hope back to the people for this final stretch. We're gonna need them on our side as we show them the lies of vialism and that the city can be overthrown. The name Clancy has now taken on the meaning of hope, inspiration, and the fight against self-destructive cycles. What better name is there to lead the citizens of Dema to freedom? Tyler even alludes to this and overcompensate with the lines, "I was born right here just now," alluding to the fact that he was literally reborn under the name Clancy. And the line, "overtake your former self," shows that he can do even greater things with this new name, as opposed to just going by Tyler or his escapee number. There's a lot of dualism within overcompensate, and I think it paints the picture pretty well. Additionally, think back to the song More from Trench. In this song, Nico tells Tyler he's literally a copy, which potentially foreshadows the event of Tyler taking on the Clancy mantle. Nico mocks him for this, and Tyler literally calls himself a ghost, aka somebody embodying a dead person through their name. The rest of the lyrics from Trapdoor reinforce the idea that this man lived a lonely life and disappeared forever as the man we once knew. This line could allude to the idea that Tyler, now as Neo Clancy, will once again create a complete diversion, staying behind while allowing everyone else to get out, disappearing forever. So what do you think about this idea? Is Tyler the OG Clancy, or did I provide enough evidence to point to the concept of him picking up the name as a sign of hope for others? Did I provide enough evidence to show that Tyler has not been Clancy this entire time? And if not, what's your argument for Clancy being Tyler from the start? Whatever you think, put your comments down below. I'm excited to read over them. If you like what I do and want to support me further while simultaneously supporting my caffeine addiction, buy me a coffee. The link is in the description. And as always, call somebody today, whether that's a friend or a family member. You may be saving their life. This is Jake with Soul and Potential, and I will see you when I see you.